So the project, which is notable to say that it's a project and not a program, it was funded through the EDA, and what we did in our last real significant milestone and deliverable under the grant was to have the economic assessment and the diversification strategy performed. So part of that is where we were able to identify what our economic footprint was, and also to know what the economic impact or leakage is that's occurring within our footprint. And it's helped us to continue conversation. It's helped us to continue ways of how we want to make an impact on that, because that figure is humongous. It's $312 million leakage. In what we're doing then, we've also worked with an advisory team. So we're looking to continue to align with the strategies of the strategic plan, and also with the diversification strategies that we identified within that economic assessment.
I think the program is doing pretty good. It's sometimes a little scary for those new traders to get out there and get that first training under their belt, but we have ACE trainings that occur quarterly at the Community Resource Center, and they are allowing the clients on TANF to get hours by doing that. The ladies that are trained over at the DVR, they are bringing the training every couple of months over into the jail as well. So the inmates that are working on re-entry are getting this sort of education as well. And then we are able, with more trainers, to kind of accommodate any agency that calls and requests the training. Just a couple weeks ago, I was working with the staff over at CMN doing a refresher training for them. So it's allowed us, we've grown our team of trainers so we could get out there and get the word out a little bit easier.
It's going well. We completed one this past year, and it was the elder food box deliveries. And what we did was, we had noticed that some of the participants that for the home delivered meal routes that we offered through our partnership with Aging were also calling us to get rides to get the elder food boxes on the delivery dates. And there were some times that we couldn't satisfy the request based off of the demand response nature of the route that needs to be used, and then the length of time that it takes, for a vehicle to be sitting in the line to get through to receive the box. So what we did was we combined those routes, and now what we do is we take twice a month we'll take deliveries, or we'll deliver an elder food box to those participants that are already on that route. And deliver that when they receive their home delivered meal that day. So today is actually one of those days. So what our driver does is, before they go down to over to the meal site to pick up their meals, they'll stop at food distribution and they'll pick up the amount of boxes needed for those participants and deliver those at the same time.
Just people to be able to be willing to go out and do the trainings. Employers to say, hey, they can have a couple of hours off in the morning or whatever to go and do the trainings, and for agencies to keep requesting them. If there's a need, if you have new employees and you want to get the word out there about ACEs and trauma, to just give one of us a call, and we'll help you schedule that.
I think at some point I wouldn't call it necessarily a revision, but we may want to look at maybe other types of food services that could be combined with this. I know some things that we had just was thrown about in our group were maybe things through the clinic, if they have certain things that they have delivered to these same participants. Just trying to make it easier on these individuals that are already considered maybe to homebound, that we're making it easier on them to get to the services that the tribe's providing as a whole.
Things move at the speed of trust, and that's part of, I think, what's happening is our movement comes through trusted partnerships, and individuals, coming together because we have a common purpose. And that common purpose is our community and our people. My hope is that we can bring that together yet and just like raise it to another level. So then things are better for our people.
I think it kept us on task. It kept us accountable. It also breaks the overall task into more manageable steps. It doesn't seem as daunting when you look at it in terms of, okay, for this 90 days I have to do this one thing, as opposed to there are 5, 6, 7, 8 steps I need to complete, and then allocating that among the work groups and just making it makes the work group members be more productive together.
The grant aligned with the strategic plan, so it's grant driven in your deliverables of what you have in your grant. So you have to work on those, and make sure that you're accomplishing what you told the funder that you were going to do. So then there's a piece that aligned with the strategic plan, which was the economic assessment, so that's how the 90-day plan thing worked for me.
Yeah, the 90-day plans can assist us by really, well, first of all, it keeps us accountable, right? Because we have to stand up in front of the whole meeting and, say if we accomplished our goals. And it allows us to break down even a big goal into little doable, manageable steps, because sometimes the goals do seem kind of large, but when we break them down and realize that we could take more than 90 days to get a plan done, it really helps us to stay on track. And at least we can say that we accomplished something toward that end goal. So, it wasn't just one 90-day plan, that got us to the end. There were a couple involved.
Yes, and I think part of that, you have to find alignment, and that's the part of also doing the strategizing is to put it into motion, and it's only as good as putting it into motion, because there's been a lot of good work, and in order for that good work to create results, then things need to be put into motion.
Oh, yes. Jerry here at the clinic has us do many 90-day plans.
Yes, I would use that tool. I think it's, like I said, I think it's a good tool to use to break up large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps.